Assalamualaikum guys, welcome to Skill Station. Today is our 12th lecture of our course named Statistical Data Analysis by using RStudio. We have covered each and everything in advanced level. We only have next time series analysis on RStudio as well as how to map word map by using the RStudio. We have only almost 2-3 lectures next for RStudio and our course will be completed within almost 12 lectures. Because today we are going to cover what is ANOVA, why we do ANOVA, and types of ANOVA and assumptions of ANOVA test. After t-test, we use ANOVA test to compare the means of different groups. So let's start from what is ANOVA, basic, and what is the definition of the ANOVA. We will discuss one by one each and everything. So first of all, we will discuss in detail what is actually ANOVA, and after that, we will discuss types of ANOVA and why we perform the ANOVA. So let me start from the ANOVA. We will discuss what is ANOVA. Here we will see what is ANOVA. ANOVA stands for Analysis of Variance. ANOVA, a analysis of variance used to compare means of three or more groups. When we have two groups, we do three tests, but we have, when have more than three or more than three groups, then we use with ANOVA. Test the hypothesis that group means are equal. Help identify whether any significant difference exists among other groups means. So assumptions of ANOVA. Independence of observations, normal distribution, homogeneity of variance, equal variance for group. We will see examples to one ANOVA. Use when comparing means when we have one categorical independent variable, then we use one way ANOVA. If our data set has one independent variable. So example comparing test score across three teaching methods. Model response group. For example, we have we are going to compare the scores of three teaching methods. So next, ANOVA, it has two independent variables, include two independent variables. Test may affect an interaction between factors. Example, effect of diet and exercise on weight loss. Here you can see that weight loss is dependent variable and effect of diet and exercise are two independent variables. Model response factor 2. Here, repeated Bayes ANOVA. Repeat Bayes ANOVA. When we repeat the experiment on the same group, like buying blood pressure at three different times. We have only one subject, but we are going to measure blood pressure at three times. Use when the same subject are measured multiple times, account for measuring subject correlation. We have only one subject, but we are measuring blood pressure again and again of the same subject. So next, mixed design ANOVA combines between subjects and within subject matter. First, we will see example comparing two treatment groups over three time points. We have two groups, but we are only comparing two groups multiple times. Multiple times. Use then some factor vary across subject and other within subject. So both hope tests used after significant ANOVA to determine which groups differ. For example, helps control for type 1 error in multiple campaigns. So summary, ANOVA is a powerful tool to compare multiple group means, choose the right based on your design. Also check assumption before interaction, use cohort test for detailed comparison. So this is all about guys ANOVA test. So now we are going to discuss about our studio, how we can perform ANOVA on the RStudio. First of all, I will import a dataset. You can generate sample dataset on ChatGPT. Write message to ChatGPT that I need sample dataset for all types of ANOVA. Here you can show I will download in Excel or CSV. I have dataset already in Excel, so I will import dataset in the Excel sheet. Here you can see that I have already ANOVA dataset. I will import dataset with important, and here you can see that I have all types of ANOVA. I have ANOVA 1, ANOVA 2, and one way ANOVA repeated and this ANOVA. I will first use one way ANOVA and import the dataset. I will import the dataset here. Here we go. So now what we will do? I will do STR of my dataset. I will do STR of my dataset. Of my dataset. So I will do STR of my dataset and will write the name of the dataset ANOVA. Here you can see that. Here you can see that our data had now. We click it and STR our data. I get this table mean R pressure in the formula table, I will simply copy this and will give command to the ChatGPT. I want one way ANOVA on R. I will lead one way ANOVA on R. I will send to the ChatGPT and the ChatGPT will create a script for one way ANOVA for me on the basis of my data set. So guys, it is very simple. First of all, we learn what is ANOVA, how to perform. Now we are learning how to perform ANOVA. So here you can see the ChatGPT generate script in a single message for me in a single code. Here we will simply copy this script and come to the ChatGPT RStudio. We will copy here our script. We will simply copy our script and we will run all the code. And first of all, we will run. You should a library deployer package first of all. I will click here. I will click here. You can see that ANOVA dataset is stable or group. Here ANOVA here you can see group 4. Again run this. Cannot group to the factory bottom of ANOVA. Here you can see that A, B, C, three groups. And here you can see the runway ANOVA. Display ANOVA summary table is ANOVA's summary table. Next, you can see that after ANOVA, we say we will perform post-hoc test. Only ANOVA is significant, then we will perform post-hoc test. Okay. So next, you can see that the box plot of one-way ANOVA. And you can see that the complete one-way ANOVA. Now we are going to perform two-way ANOVA. Simply we will import dataset again. Now I will select sheet number 2 having dataset for two-way ANOVA. I will import the dataset again. Here you can see that here is data two-way ANOVA. I will come here and select the sheet number 2 having for two-way ANOVA and then two-way ANOVA. We'll simply import this dataset. I will import this dataset and then I will do str of this dataset. So here we go. So I will again do str of my dataset. Here dataset and I will run this script. I will scroll down. Here you can see that ANOVA. I will copy this and send to the ChatGPT. I want to way ANOVA on R. Simply I will share and paste here and will send to the ChatGPT and ChatGPT will generate it script for me. So guys, next tutorial that we are going to start is about SPSS. We will learn SPSS and AMOS in a very detail, guys. So don't forget to subscribe my channel, YouTube channel. Must subscribe my channel, guys. And also, if you have any question, you can ask me the comment section. I will also teach you guys how we can perform the analysis by using the Jamovi software. Jamovi is a novel software. Many medical universities use this. Here you can see that the chapter factor 1, factor 2. Because we said we could have two independent variables. If I show you data set, you will see that we have two independent variables in this data set. So I will run again. Here you can see that our data set. I will again run this. So guys, this is here you can see type 1, type 2, type 1, type 2, high, low, low. So here run 2 by ANOVA with inflection. ANOVA results, ANOVA score factor 2 ANOVA data set. So here you can see the summary of ANOVA results, factor 1, factor 2, but with 2 way ANOVA we have two factors. So here you can see that this is inflection for 2 way ANOVA set. Here is 2 way ANOVA factor 1 for factor 2. So this is our whole guide how we can do that analysis of perform ANOVA by using the RStudio. So next lecture, guys, I have also started Python course. If you still not, I must watch my course, Python course. And the next lecture, guys, will be on RStudio, how we can perform the regression, and see the message by the RStudio. Thank you so much and subscribe my channel. Thank you.